So this film has really been on my radar because it's based on personal correspondence that was found in a drawer right after her mom passed away.
Yeah.
And then it was an album, and now it's a film. So what made it all what made all this magic happen, and when did you two become involved?
Well, we didn't become involved, but we first met Emiliana
Okay.
about 5 years
So
ago.
it came through Emiliana.
And yeah, we met in Reykjavik through a mutual friend who invited us all to dinner. And she was just instantly someone that you sort of fell for, and we thought one day we've got to do something with her. She's amazing.
Great company, great storyteller, and a proper kind of mischievous glint in her eye. And
But over dinner, she told us the story
of finding the box, but she didn't know what there was no. It was a sort of burgeoning potential for a creative act at that point, but she didn't know what she was going to do with it. And
so the album hadn't materialized yet.
No, so she went away, did that, came back, brought us the record, and we were just, to read the letters and to hear the songs that had kind of grown out of them, just felt like we had to make a film that met that creative act, that kind of attempted to match that creative act and live in the sort of mill of imagination, live in that world.
And beginning to end of the story from that dinner to now, it's about 4 years.
Yeah, I mean the film's been made in under a year.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So quick. Yeah.
And then here it is in competition at London Film Festival. How stoked are you?
We're delighted.
I mean, absolutely amazing. It's so rare, I think, that personally driven and creatively urgent projects kind of find recognition like this. So it's a bit,
And this is our home, so it's kind of our home festival, if you like. And it's great.
Competing in your own backyard. So musicians are obviously storytellers. They're like the minstrels that are bringing along a tradition. But I think filmmakers are definitely storytellers. What else do you feel you are as filmmakers, apart from being storytellers? Are you also activists? Are you diplomats? Are you
I think
peacemakers?
I wouldn't call us activists, but I do think that you, in making films or artwork, you have the potential to open up somebody's eyes or their heart to a new possibility, and that possibility might just even be the act of being creative itself. To be kind of inspirational or to give somebody else the confidence to do that. And I think that we take that responsibility really seriously.
I mean, I think storytelling is how we, as a species, we connect with each other.
Absolutely.
I assume we're the only species that tell stories in the way that, I love the idea of dogs telling each other stories, but I imagine they don't.
Disney seems to believe that. Cars talk to each other if we're going to trust.
Yeah, okay. We'll leave Disney to that. But I think, it's through those stories, it's through experiencing someone else's life that we develop empathy. That's the way that we learn how to understand how other people feel and how our actions affect other people. And it just feels like right now it's missing. The world no longer has any empathy in it. And if you knew how your actions affected other real living people, I think a lot of people would change their actions very quickly. So creativity, is ultimately a political act.
Yeah, I believe that, definitely. And it builds bridges, it does all sorts of things. So social media has sort of ruined all of that, because I think we throw things at each other without really letting them affect us. But do you think that also modern technology has hindered or helped filmmaking? Like, we're all on our phones, we all call ourselves filmmakers, but has that helped us?
Of course, of course it's helped. There's a very healthy democratization of the tools needed in order to be able to do something, and that if you feel strongly about something, you can just pick up the phone and make something. However, I think there is, what we're definitely seeing is that there is a scary side to the kind of sweeping move of technology, which is that sort of algorithmic plummeting that happens when things are being kind of fed to you, and how quickly they turn from something that you chose to watch into something that you didn't need to see. And that scares me, you know.
What is the best part about working as a duo, and what is the pitfall? But I want you to be friends after this. So
We've done it for over 30 years now, so I think we probably had every high and every low along the way. The real advantage, if you can call it that, I think is that you need to communicate. You can't just churn ideas in your head. You have to be able to express an idea to another person sat in the room with you. And in terms of developing projects that are able to communicate with an audience, I think being rooted in having to communicate right from the off is a real advantage.
You definitely dare each other on.
Yeah.
Although I would still, the best bit is definitely that, you get to travel and you're doing that with the person that you want to be with. But I guess the worst bit is you get to travel and you're doing that with a person that you can't get away from.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.